Hey guys, it's Kylie, and in today's video I have the Quarantine Craft Challenge. So a bunch of crafty YouTubers got together and came up with this idea. We're literally just using the supplies in our house to make some sort of craft, but I'm super excited to show you the craft I came up with and what I'm making. I had a couple ideas, I don't know, just wasn't sure, and then I was cleaning out some stuff and found some old maps and came up with the perfect idea. Just wanted to show some of the old maps I came across. Like, I have a whole stack of them, but we came across from 2009 and 2010, our trips then. Like this Epcot Resort Area guide map and this Hollywood Studios one. This is from either 2009 or 2010. I think 2010 because that's when we went for Christmas. But like, you can just see all the different things that were there that aren't there anymore. Like, it's crazy how much the parks have changed. So I thought, why not use maps? I'm not going to use these old maps because I really want to keep these, but why not use maps to build some sort of project, because I have a bunch of the newer maps. So I started looking around online on some ideas, and I came up with this flower wreath idea. And of course, yes, I'm using Disney maps, but I'm also going to make it Mickey shaped to make an awesome Mickey shaped wreath using maps. So if you guys enjoy Disney content and Disney pins and Disney craft videos, definitely hit the subscribe button, turn the bell. I got awesome content coming to you every other day, especially while we're all inside, got nothing to do. This craft video is definitely an awesome thing for you to do at home on your own. So to start, I'm taking this piece of cardboard. It's just literally a cardboard box, and I'm gonna draw the 3 circles that I need. I'm gonna do 1 big circle for the center, and then 2 smaller circles to make Mickey's little ears. So I think, let's see what size that is. It's about the same. Trying to decide what to do for the smaller circles. This is what I'm gonna do for the big circle size, is this roll of tape. I'm just gonna outline the outside of it and draw a nice round circle, and that's going to be the base that we're going to start our thing off of. And then I'm going to draw 2 smaller circles for the ears base. And then for the ears, I'm going to use this prep. I'm just going to draw 2 other circles and cut those out as best I can, and those will be our bases for the smaller ear circles. Okay, so I got my 3 circles drawn, and now I'm just gonna cut them out so we have a base to start with. So I have my 3 circles to make my Mickey ears, and now I'm gonna start making the topping for these. You might also notice I'm kind of in a different location than what I usually do my crafts and stuff in. I recently cleaned off my desk. You can tell I've done crafts on here before, just because I'm doing school from home. We're taking online college while this is all going on. So I cleaned off my desk and have been using that a lot for crafting. It's got some nice sunlight, which is better than just being in my normal crafting area, which is my closet. So what I do need next is these squares. I cut off a bunch of them early because it was going to take me a while to cut them out, but I am going to cut out 1 set for you to see. But all I did was take these guide maps, and I needed about they're 4" by 4" squares, and the guide maps are actually 4 inches across. So I just measured 4 inches by 4 inches, and I cut across the outside of the guide map, and then I took that piece again. They're not perfect, but it doesn't really matter if they're perfect, in my opinion. No craft is going to be perfect. So you do end up with like about an inch extra on the bottom, and then when you open up these, you can literally just slice them into the 5 little sections that they go into. So how I sorted mine then, I then took it as map pieces, word pieces, and then on the back, the piece that had like Disney Springs or the park location, I separated that into a separate one, because for the other maps, the map pieces doesn't overlap with the word Disney Springs, but I think I'm still going to keep Disney Springs as a separate piece, just because I like the way it will look, I think, or at least I think it will look, having the title of the like the place separately. So I sorted them into the different piles and go from there on what's next step to take. So in total, you need about 70 or so of these. I'm not exactly sure how many I've already cut, so I'm just going to start making them. And then I do have an extra map right here, plus I have extra maps elsewhere if I need to cut more. It is kind of holiday themed because most of the maps I used were the holiday maps. But I'm super excited to get started. I'm just going to plug it in my hot glue gun so we can start gluing these together. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is start rolling these. I'm probably in a time lapse, so I'll just show you the first couple, and then kind of separate out, because it's going to take me a while because there's so many of them. So what you do is you take the map itself, the little 4x4 circle. You don't have to do these with maps, I just thought it would look cool. And you kind of just roll them up to make these little like flower petal. It's gonna kind of look like a flower. You just kind of make flower petals, and then you actually do have to put like a little strip of glue down, or tape if you have like double-sided tape, that would work too, down that one side that you're rolling into, and you get a nice little petal. And then eventually these are all going to be glued around this to make like a map flower. So I'm just going to kind of roll up all of these. So I'm just going to take some glue, put it down the side, and then roll, kind of fold. It's kind of just like take this side, put it into the middle, and then roll this other side up onto it, and then wrap it around. So you get a nice little, almost like ice cream cone, kind of waffle cone shaped for all of our little things. Okay, so the next part of this is taking all of these little swirly pieces that we've made, I guess like petals you could call them, and gluing them on. So what you kind of do is at the very end of it, you just kind of flatten it out so that you're able to glue it on. And then I'm going to make a little dot right here and glue the first one on. I'm trying to decide how far out. I think that's probably good. And then I'm just going to go around taking from all these different piles, just because I don't want it to be like green next to green. I'm kind of just trying to spread it out. I think I'm going to actually flatten a couple and just line up some to put on. And then we'll start going around this circle. So I'll take these 4 and just put some little dollop of glue in the next one. And then work our way all the way around the circle with each petal. Okay, so I made the first circle, and then the next round you just kind of fill in the gaps with other ones. I'm just going to pull out a bunch of these. I don't know why I push them into these little cone areas. It's just easier to store them. So I'm just going to take like the next one and put one right here. And they kind of just rest in the gaps, filling in the next row of petals. And then you repeat again for the rest of the rows. So now that we filled in that, I'm going to fill in the next area. They get a little bit more stand-up-y, as like, I don't know if that's the right word. They stand up a little bit more, so you're more like bending the bottom like this as you go farther in. This is the finish of the first big flower, and now I'm going to make the small ones. I'm going to pick off some of the glue, and then we'll try to attach these 2 small ones up to the top. It does hold pretty well. Could use a little bit more drying, and there might be a couple of places that could use a little bit more glue, but I think it looks pretty cool. Okay, so I actually had a change of plan while making this piece. Next to me, the next small ear, it was going to be way too big to be an ear. So I actually decided to make little mini versions of these little cones. So they're actually 2 inches by 2 inches squares and then rolled up the same way. And I think the ear is going to be a much better size. So it's going to be like a mini version of the big centerpiece. And then I'm going to put them on as little ears. So I am in the process of making all these little tiny cones. And then I'm going to put them together to make 2 small ears. I'll probably have to cut another piece of cardboard where I wasted that one, but 2 small ears to make the same idea as Mickey's ears. Okay, so I finished the ears. They're a little bit on the small side, but I think they look good. The other one was definitely way too big. And now I'm going to attach them and put a little string around the top to make it like hang. I think it came out pretty good. So I'm going to start by attaching the 2 of them. So I'm going to attach them in a couple different ways. I'm going to glue them kind of into the big wreath thing, I guess is what you would call it. So I'm going to glue them into that. And then I am going to put like a little piece of string, attach the two back pieces of cardboard all the way around, but I'm going to start by gluing the front and then I'm going to flip it over and do that. So I am just taking a little bit of glue, putting it in some of these flower petals that the other ones overlap, and just kind of getting places where they overlap. A little bit of glue in there. I mean, it's just paper to paper, so it does glue pretty well. And get that into there. I know it's not the most secure way, but once I flip it over, it will be more secure. And now I'm gonna slide this over and do this one. So it should be about here. I'm gonna put some glue into this one, in that one, and just kind of glue everything down that I think could kind of overlaps it. And you get a Mickey kind of shape. And put a little bit more glue right there. Just get everything that's overlapping glued onto at least the paper part of it. And then as this dries, I will rotate, flip it over. I'm gonna give it this side just a second longer. But I think it came out pretty good. It looks somewhat like Mickey. So now I'm gonna flip it over like this. And this is the back you have. And I am just gonna attach, I'm gonna glue it around, and then I'm gonna make a giant loop so that you can actually hang it. So starting here, put a big thing of glue and glue the rope into there. I'm actually gonna do this and kind of bend the rope and glue it in. I just find that it makes it a little bit more secure if it's glued kind of for a decent amount of the rope. Then we're gonna wrap it this way. Make sure that's secured on. And we're gonna glue this little piece right here. So draw a line through the coffee. That's what the cardboard had on it. And then a nice, something you can hang it with. So probably about that long. And then we're gonna glue a line through this side. Put it on that. And then I'm gonna cut it around here. And then that's kind of, I'm gonna glue this into the middle of here. So I'm gonna add some more glue on top of this. So loop that through the middle. So I got both sides kind of glued on there, and then nice dollop of glue on the center piece over here. Just kind of go over this, make sure that's fully secured. This looks pretty good. So I'm gonna give this a second to dry. But I think this was super awesome, fun to craft. So this is what our final wreath looks like. You'll end up seeing on my Instagram like a picture of it. I'll get a better picture than versus it kind of like hanging from me. But I think it came out pretty good. Definitely make sure you add a little extra glue to make sure all of these are stuck together, because it does kind of want to pull back. But I think if it was hanging on a flat surface like this, it would look pretty good. I think it was a cool project, definitely something you can make out of, you could even do it out of a piece of paper. I decided to do it as park maps to make it Disney related, and then obviously added the Mickey Mouse. You could just do the flower in the middle. But I think it came out pretty cool. Definitely check out everybody else's in this, and our group's different projects. Everybody made something completely different based on what they had in their house, and I just think it gave out some fun ideas of different projects that you can make while we're all kind of just stuck inside. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did. I post tons of awesome Disney content on this channel. Make sure to check out everybody. There's over 30 channels participating, so there's going to be a lot of links in the description down below for you to check out everybody's videos. Lots of different ideas for crafts. I'm definitely going to be taking some of the ideas and probably making some myself. But I will see you guys later. Bye!